Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Proverbs 376. The proverb today is, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it is a duck. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone uses the proverb, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it is a duck, it means that if something has many qualities or characteristics of a particular thing, it is most likely that thing. It doesn't matter what name you give it or how one tries to sell it to you or convince you it is something else. So usually it's used when somebody's, maybe they change the name, maybe they're trying to hide something about it, and they're saying, no, really, it's not that thing. But you look at it and you say, well, it has all the qualities of that. Are you sure it's not that? So this is kind of where this phrase comes in. This is how it's used. It is sometimes now called the duck test from this phrase. So if it can pass the duck test, does it look like a duck, sound like a duck, swim like a duck, other ones we will cover later. All right, let's continue. So the origin of this quote is believed to be coined by American poet James Whitcomb Riley. Here is his quote. "When I see a bird that walks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, I call that bird a duck." So you may hear some longer versions of this. Up here I gave you the shortest version, but sometimes they also add, swims like a duck and quacks like a duck. So you may hear it several ways. Let's continue. It may have been more popularized by the U.S. ambassador to Guatemala, Richard Cunningham Patterson Jr., in reference to then, at that time then, Guatemala leader Jacobo Arbenz Guzman being a communist. So, I don't know. Maybe at that time, maybe some of the media was trying to make him out to not be that bad or look that bad. Maybe they were saying, oh, really, he's a good guy. But maybe he's saying, well, I don't know. His policies, his ideas, his actions, it looks like a communist to me. Basically, that's the idea. So that's how he used the phrase, and he made it even more popular. Let's continue. Now we got 3 examples to show just how this is used. Here's the first one. This investment has many of the qualities and traps of a Ponzi scheme. One of those schemes that tries to especially get you to invest a lot of money and then, cheat you out of the money and probably, ask you, promise that you'll make so much higher money, and then somehow it all falls apart and you lose all your money. That's a Ponzi scheme. Well, let's continue. I don't trust it. All I have to say is that if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it is a duck. Looks like a Ponzi scheme to me. I know you're saying this is a good investment, but I don't think so. All right, let's continue. That politician is trying to say this bill will not cause a high tax increase and will pay for itself. I don't know how many times I've heard that, from politicians, them trying to justify, passing this bill. But, that never really works out to be true. Somebody has to pay. The government doesn't have its own money. They got to get money from the people. Even if they say they're going to tax the rich or tax the businesses, that tax is always passed down to the consumer anyway. So if companies are taxed higher, eventually the companies raise their prices and the little guy still pays. So no matter what they tell you, that's really not correct. Let's continue. All I have to say is that if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it is a duck, basically. All right. And let's see the last one here. They say that politician is a changed man, and he is trying to make a comeback. However, he has not repented for his wrongdoings and seems just as sneaky as ever, or as he ever was. If it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it is a duck. Okay. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.